Hello everyone and welcome to our Starcraft 2 live cast. For this one we have a TvZ on Neon Violet Square, the lighter edition. First is a Master Leap Zerg.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So we'll go ahead and Inch Bay block. And we're going to try for a fast 3 command centers. Which means we don't need gas for a tank.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
In the rear with the...
Additional supply depots required.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Come on, bounce. Okay, chase.
Go ahead. What's going on? I can't build here. Yeah. SCV ready.
Said we don't need gas.
Well, butter my bit. Huh? SCV ready. Big job, huh? In the rear with the gear. Huh? Big job, huh?
Almost forgot about that guy.
SCV ready.
Okay.
What's going on? Gotcha. Go ahead. SCV ready. Bad news. SCV ready. SCV ready. Ah! You scared me!
So there's no more early overload drop. That is on.
Uh-huh.
Layer tech now.
Additional supply. Not enough minerals. Not enough is under attack. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
This better be good.
Upgrade complete.
By the numbers,
Okay, I can
boys.
tell you.
Orders received. Yes, sir. Bad news. Be ready. I'm going. What's going on?
Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready. I'm on it. Gangway coming through. 10-4. Why not? SCV ready. Keep your shirt on, Sparky. Will. SCV ready. SCV ready. Bad news. SCV ready. SCV ready. We SCV ready. That's fine.
Nope.
SCV ready.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready. Yes, sir.
It's only 4, so I can survive that.
In the rear with the gear. Ah! You scared me! Bad news. What's going on? Want a piece of me, boy?
Our SCVs are under attack.
Woo-hoo! give me orders? Ah, you scared me. SCV ready. I'm waiting on you. Who wants some? Big job, huh? Bad news? Daylight's burning. Burn rubber.
Our SCVs are under attack.
SCV ready. Right on. What's going on? Where's the hot action? SCV ready. All day long. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Let's talk to me, boss. SCV ready. I'm going in.
Add-on complete. Unacceptable.
SCV ready. SCV ready. In the rear with
Alright, I feel like I'm gonna need missile turrets. So let's go ahead with that.
SCV overtime. Ah, you scared me.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete.
Huh? Yep. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Well, butter my biscuit. SCV ready.
Mineral field depleted.
Guess you might go into Hydras.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Big job,
Research.
huh? SCV ready. Gotcha. SCV ready.
Research.
SCV ready. Ah! You scared me!
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Bad news? Will do. SCV ready.
Add-on complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas.
It's your
Mineral
time.
field depleted.
SCV ready.
Additional mineral field depleted.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Research complete.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Awaiting orders.
So there's Mutus.
Commencing.
Mineral field depleted.
Go ahead.
Raven online.
What's going on?
Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient.
Of course. Yes, sir. Where's the hot action?
Upgrade complete.
Raven.
Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Ready to raise some hell.
Unacceptable. Add-on complete.
Need something blown up?
Ready for
Ready to raise some hell.
Raven online.
Got no patience for sitting around.
Add-on complete.
Awaiting orders.
Base is under attack.
Ready to raise some hell.
Command authority ready. Underway.
TV ready.
Raven.
Unacceptable landing zone. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Big job, huh? Bad news? What's going on?
Mineral field depleted. Our base is under attack. Not enough minerals.
System prime.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready.
Command center upgrade complete.
Immediate signal. Order acknowledged. Underway.
Command center upgrade complete.
Ah! Hear me! Ready to raise some hell.
Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
SCV
minerals.
ready. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. Ah! You hear me? Bad news?
Not additional supply depots required.
SCV ready. Pedal to the metal. Burn rubber. SCV ready. Word. Done and done.
Ready for service. Order
Additional supply depots required.
underway. Order acknowledged. Ready. Underway.
Additional supply depots required.
State your request.
Additional supply depots required. Mineral field completed.
Command.
Got any extra firepower? Yeah, whatever.
Oh, it's intense.
It's heating up out here. Ready to raise some hell.
Mineral field depleted.
Word. SCV ready. Huh? I'm going. Woo-hoo! Overtime. What's going on? SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Ready to raise some hell.
Upgrade. Unacceptable landing zone.
SCV ready.
Additional
I can't build here.
mineral field depleted.
Got any
Additional
extra
supply depots
firepower?
required.
Ready to raise some hell. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready.
Okay.
Where's the hot action? Sounds sweet. Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Huh?
Engineering.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots.
Yeah. Roger. Gotcha.
Additional supply depots required.
All day long.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
It's heating up out here.
Mineral field depleted.
Uh-huh. Got any extra firepower?
Raven online.
Okay.
Ready to raise some hell.
Upgrade complete.
Ready to raise some
Unacceptable landing zone.
SCV ready. Got any extra firepower?
Awaiting orders.
It's heating up
Raven
out here.
online. Command.
Command center upgrade complete.
Oh,
Right away.
Mineral field depleted.
Order accepted.
Mineral field depleted.
By the numbers, boys.
Mineral field depleted.
What's going on? Ready to raise some hell. Well, butter my biscuit.
Online.
Upgrade complete.
Raven online.
In the rear with the gear.
Raven online.
Huh? We hear you. Raise some hell. Yep. Yeah. Go ahead. Bad news. It's heating up out
Not
here.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Vespine geyser. Not enough minerals.
okay.
Online.
What's going on? Ready to raise.
Unacceptable command. Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
Roger. Yeah, whatever. Bad news. Daylight's burning.
Our
Ready
SCVs
to
are
raise
under
some
attack.
hell.
This vessel will comply.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Scanning battlefield conditions. Commencing. Understood. Order acknowledged.
Got the extra firepower.
This is dead. It doesn't stack anymore. I would have lost everything right there, otherwise. But I still basically lost everything.
Right away. Order accepted.
Bad news. Huh? Got any extra firepower? What's going on? Yep. Good job, huh?
Base is under attack.
Something in the way.
Commencing.
Our SCVs are under attack.
That pre-split. Just in time for him.
Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Mounted.
Raven online.
Burn rubber. Right on. Daylight's burning. Smoking. Are you ready for this?
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to raise some hell. Go ahead. Yeah.
Not enough minerals. Mineral field. Not enough minerals.
Under.
Huh?
Upgrade.
Here's the hot action. Ready to raise
Base is under attack.
Got any extra firepower? Done and
Vespine
done.
geyser.
Huh?
Base is under attack.
going on? It's heating up out here.
Not enough minerals. Our SCVs are under attack.
Probably some more star.
Not enough
Parts.
minerals.
Although I'm kind of broke.
We hear you.
Base is under attack.
It's heating up out here.
Vespine Geyser base is under attack.
Done and done.
Raven online.
Bad news.
Ready for service.
Got any extra firepower?
You need to get to base.
It's heating up out here.
Vespine Geyser exhausted.
Oh, that did not go well.
Command authority. Scanning time.
Base is under attack.
Ready for service.
Mineral field depleted.
Order acknowledged. You need to get to base.
Where's he getting all this money from, man?
Command authority.
Mineral field.
Command.
Bad news.
Base is under attack.
I'm going.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Base is
SCV
under
ready.
attack. Are under attack. Base is under attack.
Go ahead. I'm in a heap of trouble. Yeah.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to raise some hell. Got any extra firepower? Yo. I'm going. It's heating up out here. Something in the way.
I am in a lot of trouble.
You scared me. What's going on?
Raven online.
Base is under attack.
Immediate base. Systems prime.
In the rear with the gear.
Command.
Go ahead.
State your request.
Base is under attack.
Job
Our
confirmed.
SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack.
Order acknowledged. Underway.
Our SCVs are under attack. Not enough minerals.
Understood.
That was good for me.
Big job, huh? Sure
Base
thing.
is under attack.
Yeah.
That was not good for me.
Accepted.
Huh? What's going on? Gotcha. I'm going. Roger. Yep.
Command. This vessel will comply.
Mineral field depleted.
Yep.
Order acknowledged.
Big job. Lay it on me. SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. Go ahead. SCV ready. Bad
Command
news.
center upgrade complete.
Ah! You scared me! Big job, huh? Huh? What's going on? Bad news.
Command center upgrade.
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
Systems primed.
That's a lot of stuff.
Accepted.
Our SCVs are under
Got
attack.
nothing.
Systems primed. This vessel will comply.
Base is under attack.
Combat. State your request.
Is that it? Let's do this! Hell yeah!
Scanning battlefield conditions. Immediately.
Go ahead. What's going on? In the rear with the gear.
Awaiting orders.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Auto turrets.
Base is under
Got
attack.
any extra firepower?
Mineral field depleted.
Good job, huh? Got
Base
any
is
extra
under attack.
firepower? Ah! You scared me!
Our base is under attack. Vesting geyser exhausted.
Right away. Systems primed. Immediately.
Good job, huh? It's heating up out here. Yes, sir. What's going? Big job, huh? Yep.
Not enough minerals.
Awaiting orders. Systems primed. This vessel will comply.
Mineral field depleted.
Commencing.
Huh? SCV ready.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
In the rear with the gear. What's going on?
Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted.
Go ahead.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready. It's your...
State your request. Commencing.
Huh? SCV ready.
Right away. Ready for service. Job confirmed. Understood. Order acknowledged.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Command authority registered.
Oh,
System
boy.
primed. Immediately underway. Commencing. Order accepted.
Go ahead. Where's the hot action? Absolutely.
Awaiting orders. This vessel will comply. Job confirmed.
This group's kind of.
Immediately.
Not really.
Right away. Understood. Order accepted.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready. Under.
Big job, huh?
Awaiting orders.
What's going on? Yeah, whatever. Huh? Uh-huh. SCV ready. What's the story? Hell yeah!
Okay.
What's going on? Got any extra firepower?
Waiting for you need to get there.
That's a siege tank.
Ready for
Speak up! I never
Your
tread.
forces are under attack.
What's the
Mineral
story?
field depleted.
service. State your request.
It's heating up out here.
Acknowledge.
What's going on? Where's the hot
Base
action?
is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Order accepted. Operate. State your request.
We hear you. Big job.
Command. Engineering at your disposal.
LTV ready. What's going on? Ready to raise some hell.
Scanning battlefield conditions. Job confirmed. Commencing.
LTV ready.
Order accepted.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh boy.
Getting fired up here, boss.
Mineral field depleted.
Ready to raise some hell.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Right away. Understood.
Min-
Order acknowledged. Command authority registered. Immediate
Got any extra firepower?
request. Awaiting orders. Understood. Operate. Engage.
That was good for me. That was a big miscontrol by him.
System.
I'm waiting on you.
Raven online.
Let's do this.
Scanning battlefield conditions.
Bad news.
Ready for service.
It's heating up out here. Ready to raise some hell.
Whew. Probably could have switched up my composition a bit for this Mass Raven. I think a handful of Vikings would have come in really handy. However, that was a pretty good comeback considering we got Parasitic bombed to hell. It's funny how he never remade Vipers. He had he made them once, had overwhelming success with them, and then he's like, yeah, let's go back to just spamming corruptors. I mean, not that he would have had that success again, because at that point I would be a lot more careful. But just forcing me to have to be careful is actually an advantage in itself. I can't do what I just doing at the end there. I can't go running forward to throw down auto turrets.
Mineral field depleted.
I have to stay further back. Hide behind missile turrets. No, what's not? Embarrassing part was near the end there, where things were so tight and phrasing, and we're both on really low economy, and my Ravens are almost out of energy. And then I look up and I was like, oh, I got 3,000 minerals and 3,000 gas. It's like, I could have a few more Ravens right now. Maybe I should just be building that instead of struggling with my dried out Ravens. Oh my god. Oh my god. $45,000 difference. Wow. Why didn't I retake this base? Why was I struggling to take that one? He's even really short on minerals. I wonder why. I feel like almost everything he's lost has been gas, right? Handful of Vipers, a ton of Broodlords, a ton of Corruptors. I mean, he has a lot of mineral patches not being mined, but they're all fairly close to dry. What on earth did he lose all his minerals on? Is there anything in here that tells me what he's bought? Not really. I would need my replay interface. I guess he's lost a decent amount of drones, right? 100. It's only 5,000 minerals though. I don't know. I feel like even if his max out was in queens, he'd be in really good shape. Like if these 10 queens were actually 25 queens, then all of a sudden their damage versus ravens all of a sudden becomes significant rather than something I can ignore. Transfuses are infinite, and they can even whack away at auto turrets. Not that they would do much, but 25 of them would. I guess it's important to find out how this game went downhill. It might have been that I was just always behind. He did take an alternate hatch. I kind of turtled up on my 3 bases for a while, then turtled up on my 5 bases. And that whole time he might have been on a bigger economy. Now he did start with this, which it didn't really kill workers, but it did annoy me. Not just emotionally annoy me, but it really slowed things down. You know, it forced this command center to be idle for a long time. It was hard to macro during all this. So this is important to know. 5 Bailings kill a supply depot. And it's actually exactly to the hit point 5. So 4 of them there, not a threat. I don't have to go building some backup wall of like 4 engineering bays or something. Even against 5 Bailings, it's close. Because 5 Bailings do exactly 400 damage to this 400 hit points, so if you repair a little bit in between the Bailing hits, you can maybe keep it alive. It depends like what the Zerglings are doing at that time as well. Also, Bailings can kind of kill SCVs on the other side of supply depots sometimes. Yeah, so he's, even despite doing a big bust and spending a lot of drones on that, economies aren't that much in my favor. I think I should be behind by about 6 workers right now. And I'm behind by 1. He doesn't have a 3rd hatch though. So it's hard for him to really extend that lead. 10 worker lead. Yeah, I guess this is slightly good for me. He's got 2 perfectly saturated bases. Although this is why it's a good idea to always look at your mineral line. Because right now it says 16 of 16. But if you look closely, I can't even see where the problem is right now. But there's only 1 drone on this mineral patch, which means there must be 3 on another one. Which one has 3? This one. So there's 2 drones right here, and 1 drone right there. Once you have perfect mining, you never have to look back at it again, but make sure it's actually perfect. Then you can start rallying all your workers elsewhere. I guess with that heli and a marine, I really should have gotten rid of any Ling scouts. And he's got 14 worker lead, plus I'm oversaturated by 6 workers here, so I'm not really getting the full effect of my worker count. So this is almost like a 20 worker lead. He didn't overcommit to mutas. I mean, he opened Ling Bling with speed on Zerglings. Just makes it a little bit more likely that it's going to be mutas rather than completely changing his tech into Roach Ravager Hydra, which is the more standard tech. Most Zerg players have been playing for years, and most of those Zerg players have been playing Ling Bling Muta for years, so it's not like they're not accustomed to this build style. That was unfortunate timing. He arrives just as it lands. Didn't even get to start missile turrets. I got Ravens in position. I mean, I expected these to go under attack, but it would have been nice to have like at least a 5-second buffer. Let me get it like started at least. Oh, there's some workers too. Ooh. Hard hits, but they're mutalisks. And mutalisks, we still have that passive, super fast hit point regeneration. So they will be back to full health within the minute. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in bad shape. A little further behind. He's on a high worker count, so his economy must be booming. More workers than Zerg players typically get. I actually think this should be the standard harvester count for Zerg. Just makes a lot more sense. You know, during the tempo part of the game, it gives you the economy to always be remaxing, always be pumping out units. And then when the game slows down and you want to get a stronger max out army, like you want to free up some supply, well, then these workers still have a really strong use in that they built up a mineral bank for you, and then you can get rid of them by putting down a whole ton of static defense. And static defense is also really good in the late game. The annoying part about that is that auto turrets will automatically shoot at broodlings. And you guys spend so much time putting down auto turrets now because of the auto turret nerf that you lose like half the duration of your auto turret before you can actually start focus firing on the broodlords themselves. Actually rebuilt workers up to 95. It's interesting. That was actually painful. I really needed those next two gas geysers in that planetary setup. I think I had trouble with my Hellbats from this point forward. He was kind of intercepting them. He had his mutas appear, and then I kept sending Hellions right into them. Yeah, like right there. So I lost all my ravens twice. It's time we started sending the Hellbats to the middle, try to avoid those mutalisks that are on me. Both kind of slowed down here. I wasn't able to establish this base. He knocked out my two freshest bases. But those Hellions did quite a bit of work. Knocked him down to about 50 workers. Which is a lot considering he was at 90. Oof. Yeah, I guess maybe this composition wasn't an issue. Maybe it was just the parasitic bomb destroying all of my ravens that made it seem like it was really tough to handle. Without that, maybe I can still keep slowly expanding, still trading crazy efficiently, and having enough raven energy to deal with his broodlord attacks. I mean, the new anti-armor missile is just a straight out nerf when we're talking about versus broodlords, though. Because the old seeker missile would always hit broodlords. I mean, at least with the range upgrade. So basically just making seeker missiles 6 times less damage with no benefit. So against broodlords specifically, it's kind of tough. Probably means I need to increase my raven count. Just get a lot and make sure I don't lose them. But when you lose all your ravens twice and you're struggling to take new expansions, getting that like 40 raven count is easier said than done. Even when spewing auto turrets, it probably makes sense to throw down one anti-armor missile, just for the debuff. Here's the problem with Broodlords over any other air unit, though. Like, if you attack this with carriers or battle cruisers, they'll naturally spread out a little bit, but not like Broodlords. Broodlords naturally spread very well. They like really push each other away, make space. So unless you catch them on move command, where they can cluster, it's hard to get like really good splash damage on them. I think I just need to get Vikings into the mix. Vikings can kite Broodlords with missile turrets to fall back to. Corruptors have trouble chasing down the Vikings because of the threat of the Seeker missile. That was important. I probably should have done that earlier. It's very close to this base. I got good vision with the sensor tower. Pretty easy target. Only downside to doing that is my Raven energy was a little bit sparse at this point. This was the embarrassing part because it didn't have to be sparse with that going on. But yeah. That looks painful. This doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm missing something. I guess this could make it feel more difficult than it should have been. It just seems like he was never like really pushing a big economic lead. And when I get to play the game I want to play against an opponent who's not crazy far ahead, I just feel like I should be a lot more comfortable in the end game. And I didn't feel very comfortable. I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh well. Anyways, with that, we'll call it the end of this video. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we're out of here. Goodbye.